morning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday I was feeling all great and energetic, and this morning not quite so much. Last night, just when I was heading to bed, I started to get a bit of a sore throat, and I just chalked it up to curling. It tends to be quite dry out on the ice, and of course you're exerting yourself, breathing in through your mouth. So I thought maybe my throat was just irritated from that, although it generally isn't. But yeah, it persisted through the night. I didn't sleep very well, and I was aware of it overnight, and then sure enough woke up this morning. It's still there. I'm a little bit phlegmy, a little bit stuffy, a little bit achy. So apparently I'm coming down with something. Good thing I decided to make chicken soup today. I had actually planned to yesterday and forgot, so that will make a good lunch for today. And I'm just a big believer in when you don't feel well, dial it back a little bit, get some rest, and chances are you'll get over it more quickly. So the only thing that has to happen today is someone's coming this afternoon to look at our gas fireplace. We can light the pilot light, but we can't get the fireplace to work. So hopefully he can solve that for us. And other than that, I'm going to take it fairly easy today. I had planned to vacuum and clean bathrooms. So if they don't end up getting done, that's not the end of the world. I went ahead. Oh, by the way, curling, we lost. It's unfortunate. We actually were playing quite well, and then we had one bad end. They tied it up and then went ahead by 2. And even though we had a chance to tie it up again in the last end, our last shot didn't quite work out that way. So we lost by 1, but it was a good game, playing a really nice team, and had a nice drink with them afterwards. So that's really what it's about. Get out there, get some exercise, enjoy the social aspect. And honestly, I like to win, but I don't lose any sleep over it, as I always say. So I did get up this morning, have my first cup of tea, and worked a stripe on my one of my Miss Marple Scrappy socks. So this is the Cherry Baker colorway, and then I went ahead and added in the 4th color, which is Bluebird Cafe. So I will sit here after I chat with you and do the 2nd stripe and drink my 2nd cup of tea. Oh yeah, I've got my other David's Tea Christmas mug. Actually, I'm going to take a sip. Definitely a scratchy throat. I also went ahead and opened day 2 of my Yarn Ink Advent. I realized when I was editing yesterday just how loud those crinkly paper bags are, so I thought I would spare you. So Christine, I saw your comment about trying to guess the colorways after hearing the colorway names. So I'll give you a second to formulate a guess. So today's colorway is called Just Enough Mystery. So you ready? Here it is. It seems a continuation of yesterday's theme. You can see it's like a beige color with some goldy and taupey kind of stripes, or not stripes, but streaks. And I thought I'd pull out yesterday's just to compare them. So if this is any indication, it looks like we have a fade developing. I honestly can't remember if that was in the description for this Advent. I ordered it way back in the spring, I think in June or something. But I have a feeling that's where we're going. I was trying to think of a place I might lay them all out as I open them so we can see the progression, but I don't know if I can find a flat surface that can remain flat or remain empty except for these for the next few weeks. So that remains to be seen. But yeah, like where it's going so far. It looks like it's going to be a not too bad day out there. It is overcast, but it's brightening up and I can see some blue sky out the window there. So hopefully it will be a nice day. One thing I might work on is trying to update my Ravelry. I am way behind on photos. I think my notes are more or less up to date, but my photos on my projects are lacking, and that way I could put some of them away. They've been sitting on my sewing table for months waiting for photographs. So we'll see how the day unfolds. So yeah, for now I'm just gonna drink my tea, knit on my sock, and I'll check in with you later. Today's socks are also from West Yorkshire Spinners. I think this is the vintage tinsel colorway. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong, but they'll match my shirt and my red hoodie that I plan to wear today. Here's a look at my blocking sparkle sweater. As I'd hoped, the color work did smooth out somewhat, and I'm anxious for it to dry so I can try it on. I wish that smell-o-vision were a real thing so that you could fully appreciate what's going on in this pot. Soup is almost ready, and I've got some biscuits ready to go in the oven. Cameron will be home for lunch pretty soon, and he can have them with some leftover seafood chowder that I made the other day. But I think I'll stick to chicken soup. Soup, biscuits, and Wordle. The perfect lunch. As you can see, we have fire. It was just a matter of changing out the electrical switch on the wall. So now you know our nerdy little secret. We like to do New York Times puzzles during meal times. Wordle was really tough today, despite getting 2 letters right on our first try, 1 in the right spot, 1 in the wrong. It took us 5 tries to solve it. Ouch. On the bright side, we did get genius in spelling bee. So keeping it real, we don't usually have lunches that are that elaborate. I had a carcass from a Costco chicken I wanted to make into soup. And then I had cream left over from making biscuits the other night to go with our chowder for dinner. So I thought it would be, that they would be a nice accompaniment to the soup today. It's a great recipe. I think it's called Dream Biscuits. I think it's by America's Test Kitchen, and you use whipping cream or heavy cream in place of other types of fat. So you just get your dry ingredients in a bowl, add the warm cream, and drop the batter by spoonfuls onto a cookie sheet. Super easy. Today I added a little bit of Parmesan. Sometimes I'll put some sharp cheddar. Other times I just leave them plain, but it's a great recipe. So did I already say I'll try and leave a link for it if you're interested. So the fireplace guy actually came before lunch, a little earlier than expected. So between getting the soup done and having him here, I actually didn't manage to finish my stripe on my scrappy socks until after lunch. And then after that, I sat down and edited what I had recorded so far. And then I was beat. So I went for a nap and zonked, and over 2.5 hours later, I woke up and it was dark and it was just about time for Cameron to get home from work. So as my mom used to say, I must have needed it. So still sore throat, still not feeling 100%, but hopefully it doesn't get too bad. I just got ingredients kind of prepped for making spaghetti for dinner, and Cameron's down there literally stirring the pot as we speak. So while that cooks, I'm gonna go and put this last little bit of today's episode together. So I'm signing off for Vlogmas Day 2. I hope you had a good December 2nd, and I will see you again tomorrow. Good night. The fireplace looks even cozier in the evening. I think we're really going to enjoy having this. An added bonus is that it will work as a heat source during power outages.